I don't understand why the you think you can be done with me. I'm done with you. You over here being disrespectful, kissing trailer park trash all in the lips, taking it, eating, sucking crab legs together. I'm too old. You're a convicted felon. Let's start there. I went below with you. We can put out the receipts. You've bought me flights before. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your shit. That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. You rather have a young bitch? Yeah, look at what you got. You got a bunch of OF girls, strippers, bitches that live in, back alleys and shit. Your mama called it a homeless shelter. I make you look better. And all I asked was for mutual respect, which I thought we agreed upon. But your old ways are creeping back in because you're feeling yourself. Last week when the probation came and, they were going to take you to jail again for all the stuff you weren't supposed to have. So I might not have been there for jail, but I made sure your ass didn't go back to jail just last Monday. Don't play with me. I did nothing wrong for you to deserve the disrespect you've given me for the last 24, 48 hours. So you don't know me. You're right. You flew me out. You didn't get to smash. You know what I'm saying? Things didn't go that way. But whatever. Do you. Move on. You done with me? I'm done with you. I'm not a bitch that needs you. I'm self-made. We said that from the beginning. You asked me to be in your video that went viral in #1. I wonder if you would have put, all your little flunkies in there, how those numbers wouldn't have did. We'll see. And another thing, that golden retriever shit, it was cute, but I co-signed it. My top news, TMZ. Them hoes can't do shit, okay? You got a bunch of pound puppies running around. Next call needs to be to animal control. You need to take them bitches back to the pound, okay? You messing with a big dog, okay? Real golden retriever shit over here, okay? Get into it, bitch.
Blueface got out of prison on November 2nd, 2025, and within days he was already stirring up drama. The man walked out of lockup and jumped straight into one of the messiest relationship timelines hip-hop has seen this year. In just 3 weeks, he cycled through more women than most rappers do in 3 months. And now Hazel Lee is spilling all the tea about how it crashed and burned. This is the full story of how Blueface and Hazel Lee went from couple goals to a full-blown expose in record time. Blueface got released from prison on November 2nd after serving time for probation violations connected to a 2022 nightclub shooting in Nevada. The rapper caught a 4-year sentence but got out early. The day after he got home, he linked up with Chrisean and their son. They were looking all affectionate on livestream talking about co-parenting, but that lasted maybe 48 hours before things went left. Chrisean came out days later saying Blueface allegedly assaulted her. She went on Instagram Live and said she got stomped out in his kitchen. Her exact words were, "I got stomped out in his kitchen. That's the last time me and my son will ever be around that. I'm not doing no co-parenting if my life is on the line." That set the tone for what was coming. Blueface wasn't home a full week before the drama started piling up. By November 6th, Blueface was spotted at Mummy House Productions in Los Angeles with Hazel Lee from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. The club footage showed them getting real comfortable. Blueface was shirtless, hugging her up, whispering in her ear. Hazel was giggling, dancing for him, and they were clearly vibing. This happened the same day Blueface went on social media throwing shade at Jaidyn Alexis, Chrisean and Angela for allegedly being disloyal while he was locked up. Sources told TMZ they had been talking on and off since 2018, but the timing never worked out until now. Hazel E revealed that Blueface first DM'd her back in 2019, on the day she was walking down the aisle to marry her ex-husband, Devin Waller. She said the timing wasn't right back then, but now it was. Blueface agreed, telling TMZ, "Now the timing is right." By November 9th, TMZ confirmed they were officially casually dating. The keyword there is casually. Within a few days, they went public hard. On November 12th, they had their first official date at TAO restaurant in Hollywood. Blueface bought her roses from the guy on the street. They were kissing, posting videos, calling each other pet names. Hazel called herself his golden retriever and said all his other women were Shih Tzus and Maltipoos. Hazel E starred in Blueface's comeback music video for a track called Baby Girl. The video dropped on November 9th, and Hazel was front and center. She later told people that she was the reason for Blueface's post-prison glow-up. She claimed appearing in that music video gave it a viral spark. According to Hazel, she put him back on and helped him get his buzz back. Things got messy when TMZ told Blueface's mother, Carlissa Saffold Harvey, that Hazel Lee was 45 years old. Carlissa was visibly shocked. She said Blueface had told the family Hazel was in her late 30s. The rapper is 28, so that's a 17-year age gap. When Carlissa found out the real number on camera, she couldn't hide her reaction. That clip went viral. Hazel E saw the video and immediately unfollowed Carlissa on Instagram. It looked like things were about to blow up between them, but by November 19th, they had smoothed it over. TMZ caught them in Beverly Hills with Blueface in the middle, one arm around his mom and one around Hazel. They gave a group hug on camera and said everything was good. Hazel said she'd refollow Carlissa, and they all played nice for the cameras. During that reconciliation, Hazel told her followers that Carlissa had called Blueface's house a homeless shelter because of all the OnlyFans models he allegedly let sleep over. That detail would become important later. Fast forward to Thanksgiving Eve, November 26, 2025. Hazel E posted videos exposing what went down. According to her, she and Blueface had Thanksgiving plans. But Wednesday night, Blueface showed up at his King of Crabs restaurant in Los Angeles with a new girl named Akira Williams. They were kissing, being all public about it. Hazel found out through social media just like everyone else. Hazel E did not hold back. She went to Instagram and called Akira Williams trailer park trash. Then she turned her attention to Blueface. She said he had been super disrespectful to her during the past 48 hours leading up to the breakup. Hazel claimed she was blindsided. She thought they were solid, especially after they had just made up with his mom a week earlier. Hazel E started dropping receipts. She reminded everyone that she helped him when he got out of prison. She appeared in his music video. She gave him credibility. She played the supportive girlfriend role publicly. And according to her, this is how he repaid her, by bringing another girl to his own restaurant on Thanksgiving Eve and making out with her for everyone to see. She also brought up what Carlissa had said about Blueface's house being a homeless shelter because of the OnlyFans models constantly coming through. Hazel basically confirmed that was true. She said the house was full of women and that Blueface had zero respect for her or any woman he was dealing with. The internet had a field day. People pointed out that Hazel should have seen this coming. Blueface's track record speaks for itself. He has kids with Chrisean and Jaidyn Alexis. He was engaged to Jaidyn as recently as October 2023. While he was in prison, a woman named Angela moved into his house and said she was his girlfriend. Then he got out and immediately got with Chrisean again. Then Hazel E, then Akira Williams. All of this happened in less than a month. Here's the timeline to really understand the chaos. November 2nd, Blueface gets released from prison. November 3rd, he's with Chrisean and their son looking like a happy family. November 6th, he's at the club with Hazel E. November 9th, TMZ reports they're officially dating. November 12th, first official date at TAO restaurant in Hollywood. November 19th, group hug with his mom in Beverly Hills, everything's fine. November 26th, he's with Akira Williams at King of Crabs, and Hazel Lee is exposing him online. That's 24 days, 3 weeks. One woman to the next to the next. Hazel Lee thought she was different. She's 45 years old. She's been in the industry since Love and Hip Hop. Hollywood premiered in 2014. She dated Cat Williams back in the day. She's not new to this, but Blueface still played her the same way he played everyone else. Akira Williams seems unbothered by the drama. She posted videos looking happy to be there, like this was just another day. Hazel E is furious and going scorched earth on social media. Blueface hasn't really responded. He's just out here living his life, moving from one situation to the next without looking back. The craziest part is how public all of this is. Every step was documented on Instagram, TikTok, TMZ. Blueface gave interviews confirming the relationships. Hazel E posted the dates. His mom was involved in the conversations. This wasn't behind closed doors. They put everything online, and now the breakup is just as public as the relationship was. Hazel E didn't just call Akira names and move on. She gave details. She talked about how disrespectful Blueface was in the days leading up to the dump. She confirmed the OnlyFans models were a real issue. She said his house was a revolving door, and that she knew about it but thought she was special enough that he'd change. She admitted she was wrong. She also said that Blueface's post-prison comeback was partially because of her. She gave him visibility, she put him back in the headlines, and once he got what he needed from her, he moved on to the next one. Hazel basically painted a picture of a man who uses women for publicity and then discards them when he's done. This story isn't just about Blueface and Hazel Lee, it's about a pattern that's been going on for years. Blueface has had public drama with Jaidyn Alexis since 2013. They've been on and off for over a decade. They have 2 kids together. He got engaged to her in October 2023 while also dealing with Chrisean Rock. He and Chrisean started dating in 2022 and had a son together. Their relationship was violent, toxic, and extremely public. He's been in headlines for domestic disputes, public fights, and messy breakups. Then there's Angela, who moved into his house while he was still in prison. She went on video talking about how she was different and how Blueface wouldn't do her the same way he did the others. Carlissa Saffold defended her son, saying Chrisean and Jaidyn had moved on first, so Blueface had the right to move on too. But then Angela disappeared from the picture once Blueface got out and met up with Hazel E. Now Hazel E is the latest victim of the same cycle, and Akira Williams is next in line. The pattern is clear. Blueface doesn't do committed relationships. He does public relationships for the attention, the content, and the drama, and when it stops being useful, he moves on. Hazel E went public because she felt disrespected and embarrassed. She's 45 years old and has been in the entertainment industry for over a decade. She's not some random girl who just started dating rappers. She has a platform. She has credibility, and she wasn't about to let Blueface dump her quietly and move on without consequences. By calling out Akira Williams and exposing Blueface's behavior, Hazel took control of the narrative. She made it clear that she wasn't the problem. The problem was Blueface's pattern of using women and discarding them. She also sent a message to Akira and anyone else who thinks they'll be different. You won't be. Social media had no sympathy for Hazel E. Most people said she should have known better. Blueface's reputation is public knowledge. He's been messy for years. Chrisean Rock went through hell with him. Jaidyn Alexis has been dealing with him since they were teenagers. Angela thought she was special and got played. Why would Hazel E be any different? Some people defended her, saying women shouldn't be blamed for believing a man when he says he's changed. Others pointed out the age gap and said Hazel should have been wise enough to see through the game. Either way, the consensus was that this breakup was predictable. As of now, Blueface is with Akira Williams. Hazel E is single and exposing him online. Chrisean Rock is focused on her son and her music. Jaidyn Alexis is doing her own thing. Angela disappeared from the narrative. And Blueface's mom is still defending her son on social media. Blueface hasn't addressed the breakup directly. He's just moving forward like nothing happened. That's his pattern. No apologies, no explanations, just on to the next one. And given his track record, Akira Williams won't be the last. This cycle will keep going as long as women are willing to believe they'll be the exception. Blueface walked out of prison on November 2nd, 2025, and in less than a month he went through 4 public relationships. Chrisean Rock, Angela, Hazel E, and now Akira Williams. Each one thought they were special, each one got played, and Hazel E is the latest to go public with the receipts. The takeaway here isn't just about Blueface being messy, it's about how public these relationships are and how willing people are to participate in the drama for the attention. Hazel E knew who Blueface was. She knew his history, but she still got involved, and now she's doing damage control by exposing him. The real question is whether this will change anything. Will women stop getting involved with Blueface, knowing how it always ends? Probably not, because the attention, the publicity, and the platform that comes with being connected to him is worth the risk for some people. And Blueface knows that. He uses it to his advantage every time. And that's the story of how Blueface dumped Hazel E for Akira Williams, and how Hazel exposed all their business in the process. Let me know in the comments who you think is next in line for this cycle, and if you think Akira Williams will last longer than 3 weeks, drop a comment and let me know why.